Hey everybody, Thunder here. Did I cut my hair off? Did I hack my hair off and put it in the freaking sink and get mad because my hair was tangled up? And no, uh, I like to freak people out. No, see, it's tied in the back, so don't worry about it. If you were, which I don't think you were. Well, in my last video, I said that I would do something. I was going to do all kinds of things. I'm going to do things on meditation and things on spirituality and an occasional thing about the world affairs. And I was thinking I really haven't done anything since Obama left office and Trump came in. And there's a few things that I wanted to touch on because I haven't to this point, and I think I should. Things that were on my mind, things I was thinking about. First off, when Obama left office, he didn't pardon Leonard Peltier, which is a big fucking no no. Leonard Peltier, if you don't know, is a political prisoner, a Native American, has been in jail for 40 years because the FBI doesn't like him. 40 years for a crime he very possibly didn't commit. And if he did commit it, I don't give a fuck because it was an FBI agent interfering on the reservation back during the time of the Wounded Knee incident, okay, when Russell Means and the crew were all there. And yeah, there were some goon squads, and the FBI was interfering, and one of them got offed, one of them got shot. They blamed it on Leonard, but the trial wasn't conclusive. That it was drummed up evidence. Uh, he just shouldn't be in there. And I was hoping that Obama, although I knew he wouldn't because he's a dick anyway, but would let that pardon him. No, instead he pardoned Chelsea Bradley, or Bradley, or what is it? No, Chelsea Manning, Bradley Manning, which I have mixed feelings about because, yes, I like the fact that Bradley Manning was the one that leaked uh, that video. I'm pretty sure leaked the video of the troops in the Apache helicopter mowing down innocent men, women, and children. So that was a good thing. I'm not so sure that I agree with some aspects of it, though. I mean, some aspects of the way it was done. But anyway, uh, if I had my choice as to who I was going to reprieve, it would be Leonard Peltier, hands down. Yeah, so I thought Obama really fucked up on that account. Um, but he was a fuck up anyway. I'm glad that Trump was inaugurated without any kind of incidents, although there were all kinds of freaking protesters out there that were useless, retards, deadbeat jerks, okay? And that includes the women's movement with their spokespeople like Madonna, talking about how Trump is such a horny, porny guy, when in fact Madonna is the most low-life slut you could ever fucking imagine. Does it mean I don't like whores? No, I don't like hypocritical whores. And then they got who is that? Miley Cyrus talking about. It was just a clusterfuck. Now Trump being in office, I like the fact that he's followed through on three or four, if not more, of the things that he ran for. Things like the TTP, getting rid of the TTP. That's a great thing that he got rid of the TTP. He wiped it off the face of the earth. That was the most destructive, enslaving, covert black ops bill that it was ever put up for passage. And matter of fact, they wouldn't even let people read it. It was so friggin' bad. The general public and even members of Congress wasn't allowed to read it, or they were in private, in a private room, but they couldn't say what was in it. So what the fuck does that tell you? It tells you it was bad, bad, bad. So Trump got rid of that. He wiped that off. He wiped that out. He's working on NAFTA. He says he's going to build the wall, which is okay with me. Let him build the wall. I don't give a fuck. Uh, there's too many people and people pouring over the border anyway. Let him improve on the way you could get into this country legally. Most of those people that come in here, aliens, send their money back home. They don't put it into the economy, and they end up being on welfare, getting Social Security and all kinds of things that people here can't even get. What about the homeless people here living on the streets? For God's sake, you know? Uh, it doesn't make any sense, okay, to have a bunch of people coming in here from all kinds of countries. And this has been happening since Vietnam. I mean, I can remember when I was married back in that era and I was going through some hard times and I had to go on welfare. You couldn't even get in the door. There were so many fucking Vietnamese people. Now, am I racist? Fuck no, I'm not. Being a Native American, hell no, I'm not. But I am concerned about the influx of people coming in here from other countries, as we all should be. If you want to really do something for disenfranchised people, how about the Native American people? How about the people that are the true Americans of this land being treated at least half as good as the people that were letting in here, refugees from other lands? Hello? Got a bunch of natives on a reservation, stuffed on a reservation, starving, freezing to death, and we're worried about letting other people come in here? I don't think so. Don't think so. So I had to comment on some of these things, you know. It's like I'm not going to get all caught up again. I'm not going to get all caught up in. Oh, and I am, one other thing, I am glad that Trump got in because uh, Hillary would have taken us to World War III, period, end of story. And now that we see that he's in, it's not going to stop. The onslaught's not going to stop of all these harebrained New World Order elite fucks trying to put a wrench in the works, so to speak. I'm anxious to see, though. I do take a wait and see attitude. I'm anxious to see how things are going to play out with Putin, Trump and Putin. Supposedly they're going to have a phone call tomorrow. Putin met with the UK Prime Minister today that didn't impress me at all. She didn't impress me. She's a hack. Um, so we'll see. You know, I'm waiting to see what's going to go down with the important shit, like what kind of relationship Trump has with Putin, being a world leader that has a nuclear arsenal and a world leader that makes a whole lot of sense to me. But he took a lot of flack. They drummed up a phony thing about him and Putin being in cahoots together, which was a total fucking lie. So it's going to be hard for him now, but I have a feeling he's just going to thumb his nose at the media anyway, that we're trying to pin this shit on him about being in collusion with Putin. So I hope that doesn't interfere with the relationship that he could build with Putin. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, I guess I better touch on the DAPL thing, the pipeline thing. Yes, I am an environmentalist, and yes, I do believe that native lands should be protected and that the water should not be polluted. But when Trump says that he's going to go ahead with the pipelines, it doesn't upset me too much because there's a caveat to it. He wants to bring in pipe that is from, or I mean, he wants to stop bringing in pipe that is from China and other countries, cheap pipe that breaks and is in short segments. He wants that pipe to be replaced or built with American pipe, American steel, much better quality, doesn't break as much, all that good shit, that's a good thing. And he wants jobs for people, which is good. And he came right out in a press conference. His press secretary came out and said, Spicer, I think the guy's name is, he's Irish. He's quite feisty. I kind of like him. He came out and said that Trump was open to negotiations and to settling the matter so that all parties concerned were happy. Okay. And that includes the Native community. We'll wait and see what happens on that. I do think he'll probably reroute it. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that if he is interested in the interests of all, that he will reroute that pipeline, the Dakota pipeline. But here's another thing, too, that I pointed out to a friend of mine, a woman friend of mine. She knows who she is. Bitching and moaning about the pipeline thing. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at the big picture here. How is oil delivered? How is oil delivered? Well, oil is delivered either by three means, okay? One of three means, and those three means would be a pipeline going across the land, trains, okay, tank car trains. Now, I love trains, have ever since I was a kid, so I'm not trying to rag on trains. But the infrastructure that the railroad runs on, some of the road bed and rails and all that is in horrible freaking condition. Although BNSF has done and Union Pacific have done a lot to upgrade their rail bed and minimize accidents, there's still accidents that are possible when you got hundreds of tank cars, and they do happen, going across the land. They've had horrible accidents, head-ons, and everything else. It's just part of the par for the course, okay, in railroading or any other means of transportation. So, like I told this friend of mine, well, how are we supposed to get oil? I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have solar power and wind power and all that good shit. Of course it would. I'd rather have that any day of the week. But still, there's going to be a large segment of the American populace and industry that has to function off of crude oil, coal, or something like that. So let's not be stupid here and think that all of a sudden we're just going to eradicate and go back to like we were when we were in loincloths, living on the beautiful land here and hunting and fishing and that type of thing. Let's not be so naive as to think that that's going to fucking happen, because it isn't. And we do drive around in our cars and motorcycles. And so, like I said to my friend, don't drive your car anymore. If you don't want pipelines, if you don't want tank cars, if you don't want trucks carrying oil, don't friggin' drive your car anymore. Blow up all the cars. Let's get horses back. Let's walk or get horses back, or something of that nature. And we'll do that number. Okay, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So we're stuck with having to have some kind of way to deliver oil. Hell, I need oil and fuel for my Harley out there, okay? Unless they figure out another way to run it. Um, so anyway, much ado about nothing. All this protesting and all this angst that we get ourselves into about different things is meaningless, really, in the big picture of things. Because it's all an illusion anyway. We're living in an illusion. This is Maya. This is the illusion. When you ascend to a high level, as a shaman does from time to time, you see that it's all an illusion. It's all a play of lights. It's all energy patterns. It doesn't have anything to do with anything except that it's an illusion. But when we live down here on the lower frequency, we get caught up in the illusion, just like it was a dream. Okay, just like when we're having a dream, we think it's real. We break out in cold sweats and every other kind of fucking thing. But when we wake up, we go, man, that wasn't real. Sure glad I woke up. Well, that's just the way it is right now, the way we're living right now. It's not real. Any spiritual, enlightened person, such as myself, realizes that it is not fucking real anyway. So why get into a big sweat about things that are going on in the duality that we really don't have a whole lot of control over? Just like, the killings and the wars and the people dying and the blood and the gore. It's a horror movie, I know. But within that horror movie, when we're down here, sometimes we get caught up in it. And it's interesting to speculate about different things when we're in it, like I'm speculating about the political thing. But again, I'm not going to get into this situation where I'm going, oh my God. Frankly, I don't really give a fuck if Trump was to be a big failure tomorrow, or it wouldn't it wouldn't affect me that much. If yeah, I have a little bit of hope. Hope is always a good thing. I have a little bit of hope that down here in the duality, a person such as him might make a difference. It sure is a hell of a lot better than if that bitch Hillary got in, that wanted to push all the buttons on all the nukes towards Russia and Iran and all these other countries. So we'll see. There's a lot of things about Trump that if he took a certain tack on, I wouldn't support him at all. I'd rag on him. I'd be death on Trump for certain things. Okay, so you got to look at it like the good and the evil, the yin and the yang. You got to take the bitter with the sweet. Okay, and there's a lot of things that I like and that other people like, such as getting rid of gun control. The only gun control that we should have is you being able to control your aim as you're firing, That's the kind of gun control I'm into, controlling your aim. And he says he's gonna do something about that. He's taking all the laws, all the executive orders that Obama has signed that took away a lot of our freedoms, and he's countermanding them by signing his own executive orders, which are effectively erasing everything Obama did. Let's face it, Obama was a fucking nightmare, okay? He didn't turn out to be anything like I thought he would. I thought a black man in the White House would make a difference but it doesn't make any difference what color your skin is. You could get a red man in the White House. But if he doesn't have a good heart, or if he's a warmonger, or if he's a killer, or if he's deranged, what the fuck good is it going to be if his skin's red or black or whatever? So I made a mistake. I was a little bit naive back when Obama was running for office. So much for that. You live and learn, don't you? Um, yeah. So I basically think overall that I'm looking with hope, uh, and I'm towards Trump's presidency. And man, I mean, I I get a laugh really out of these things like the women's movement, all of them coming out of the woodwork just because he said something about, oh, a woman's pussy or grabbing a woman's pussy, or they like to have their pussy grabbed, something like that. I mean, who knows? It's hilarious that all these whores like Miley Cyrus and Madonna and all them come out. All these low life, low moralistic sluts, okay, come out and say, "Oh my God, it's so wrong to talk about sex." Really? As Madonna, I remember when Madonna first came out, jamming crosses up her pussy and everything. Oh yeah, yeah, it's so wrong. What a laugh, you know. A virgin for the very first time and all this stuff. And here they're out crusading for women's morals. Man, you couldn't get much more diametrically opposed than that. Talk about confused people. And again, am I against whores and sluts or anything like that? Fuck no, they got hearts of gold. But hypocritical ones, ones that say one thing and do another, no, I don't think there's room in my heart for them too much, no. And then to hook it up with the women's movement, the feminist movement, which I don't like feminism anyway. I think they're totally misguided people. They have been from the very beginning. Uh, they got problems, okay, being women. I love the Shakti energy, the feminine energy, the goddess energy. But that's an entirely different thing, and I have much reverence for it. But that's an entirely different thing. That what we see out there, these bitches grabbing, trying to grab a political slot um, to oppose something that is, it's just ridiculous. Not even worth talking about, really. Just like the other protesters. And they're all funded by George Soros. This is a Democratic, Hillary-backed, elite-backed, New World Order-backed, deep state-backed, bunch of bullshit. Okay, so we got to remember, as spiritual beings, again, this is all an illusion. It's laughable. It's laughable. It's just I just figured I would comment on it because I said I was going to do spiritual videos, and I said I was going to, and I just did one on the I Ching, throwing the I Ching. You might want to watch that. It's very interesting, consulting the I Ching, the Oracle. And I'm going to do some other shamanistic stuff coming up here and more spiritual stuff on meditation, yoga, that type thing. I'm going to really pump people joining the Campfire Council, and I'm going to leave links down below if you want to join the Campfire Council, which is based on tribal tribal things, tribal ritual, tribal tradition, and survival, and just having your head above the fray and your eyes open as to what's really going on. It's basically a truth-oriented organization, Campfire Council, in the spirit of Geronimo and Crazy Horse. So feel free to join us if you feel like you want to be with kindred individuals that think like you do, if you think like us. Nobody's twisting your arm. Also, I'm going to do things on a shamanistic and on the level of, let's say, the Wakasa Wakan, the holy man of the tribes. I do have visions. I do have insight. I do have a facility for manipulating energy and that type of thing. And talking to people, helping them work things out. So if you want to get counseling from me, if you want to talk to me personally, I'm open for that. Uh, in the show notes down there is a way that you can contact me via email and so forth. And then also, I would really appreciate, since I'm going to start doing more of these videos, I would really appreciate it if you could see it in your heart to make a donation once in a while, and that can be done. Also, it's in the show notes, spiritofcrazyhorse.com. And there is a little button on the website there with my books. Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart, Emergence 1 and 2. Very, very well received books. I am an award winning author. And I will be selling those books personally as opposed to them being bought from someplace like Amazon or whatever. But still, you can still get them. One book's out of print, but I will be getting that squared away again and back in print if I have to self-publish, which is okay. I probably better to do that anyway. But at one time it was picked up by a major publisher, but it has not gone out of date at all. Spiritual ideas and values and sayings never go out of date. I'm resurrecting my Native American Taoist website, and I'll have the link to that pretty soon when I get that squared away. Seems like there's a little problem here connecting it to my blog site, which was the Native American Taoist, but I had to, I lost that because Google fucked that up. Didn't get my credit card right or something. So now it's just Native American Taoist, which is fine. Anyway, that's kind of my commentary for now. I plan on pursuing a straight ahead course with the Campfire Council. Looking for kindred souls out there that want to join that. It is incorporated, and also just getting a little bit more involved on a one-to-one basis. Now, if you do want counseling, personal counseling, I charge $50 an hour for that, which I don't think is unreasonable. Since if you went to a psychologist or something, you'd be paying a couple hundred, 300. And I think I know a lot more than those fucks. So take it for what it's worth. If you just want to chat, sometime, shoot me an email, and we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that's all for now. Over and out.